What's up, Nation? Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation. That's LAW Nation. As you guys can see, I'm over here in Arlington, going through some situations over here with the whip, but we making it. That's what we call adaptations, making the adaptions, right? We got to adapt to things just like this. Cowboys must learn to adapt. We got to figure out ways to adapt. Cowboy Nation, here's the situation. We're facing a team that is just as hungry as we are. We're facing a team that got a lot to prove out there to everybody that they belong. They got all of the weapons that they want on the offensive side of the ball. They got all of the weapons that they need on the defensive side of the ball. And that's just the reality of it, regardless of how we look at it. Now, what do we want to see this weekend? Well, we want to see a level of consistency. Yet we can talk back and forth about how big old Lyle Collins needs surgery, right? We could use those excuses all the time. We could talk about all the time that Tyron Smith, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Is it a neck stinger? Is this something beyond that? Newsflash, Cowboy Nation. Although he practiced and all, he got some reps in. You think the opposing team care about that? No, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. They trying to win. So it's no more excuses. Hey, I've been seeing people say, well, we played against the Rams. We played against the Atlanta Falcons. We played against the Seattle Seahawks. They played against us too. Huh? Could they be using the same excuses and be saying, well, we played against Dallas Cowboys. We played against the mighty Cowboys. I don't know where people live in the land of this excuse nature. Nobody care about your feelings. They want to know whether or not you can win on a Sunday. They want to know whether or not, yeah, Terrence Steele is out. Newsflash. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars. Millions. Millions of dollars. And y'all worrying about whether or not he can hold up his fort? No, nobody care about that. They out here to win. And they're going to say, hey, the NFL on Sunday started the same time for you as for me. So when we look back at this thing, Cowboy Nation, we going to have to show up and show out, regardless of how we look at it. Don't sugarcoat it. Right now, we are ranked bottom half. Bottom half as it relates to pass coverage. You might as well say dead last. I come here to tell a lot of people here, man, that this team, we can't be falling into the mindset of saying all of these excuses with the offensive line. Because the opposing team gonna look at it and say, well, you still got Ezekiel Elliott, you still got an Amari Cooper, you still got a CD Lamb, one of the dangerous guys out there as it relates to draft picks in the last 4 years or so. Oh, you got Michael Gallup. So you think they're going to stop looking at their playbooks? You think that they're going to stop defending because you got issues on your front five? Huh? Oh, D-Law, he's battling injuries. Oh, okay. Didn't he try to dunk it on the field goal post? Let me know if I'm lying. Didn't he try to do that? Was he catching invisible balls in the alley hoop, acting like he's dunking? We got to do better, Cowboy Nation. We do. We flat out got to do better. So we want results. Everyone to have a reason, but results are what matter. You know, I was planning on going to work today. I was planning on, even though I work from home, but I still had to run some errands. But as soon as I turned the corner, they doing construction, and bam, the whole tire blew off. You see what I'm saying? Why you think I'm here? Adaptations. Oh, we had to come in. Oh, realize we got 2 slick tires. Got to buy a whole set of 4 tires. You think I planted that this morning? No. But life throws you curveball. It always happens when you're not even expecting it to happen. But it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So I prepared myself. That's why I'm here. Now we get new tires, all 4 of them. God bless, you know. There's adaptations. You think that the Cowboys thought that, hey, Travis Frederick's is going to retire? Joe Looney is going to be the center? Yes, Travis Frederick all of a sudden retired, but Joe Looney is now the center. Didn't we expect and have some type of thought track that Connor Williams not able to hold up his side of the line? He getting pushed around like a rag dog. You got to plan better. You knew 4 months ago. Matter of fact, you knew 5 months ago, 6 months ago. One can argue that you knew 7 months ago that you was gonna play the LA Rams. Hello? Hello, you knew you were gonna play the LA Rams there. You knew that you had issues and reservations on their front five then. You got to plan and you got to prepare yourselves. We knew for many of years we had issues with this safety play. We knew that we had issues with this safety play. And what they do, the Cowboys organization, Jerry, Wayne Jones, Stephen Jones, and this is not me complaining. I promise you, I'm just explaining. This is not me complaining, I'm just explaining. We knew what Darian Thompson was coming out of college. We knew what Xavier Woods was coming out of college. We seen this guy for 3 years, going into his 4th year. We seen this guy grow and develop, but we saw him not being able to make a play on the ball. It's not strange to us that they are getting blown out on the back end of the defensive side. And we as fans, we not getting paid the hundreds of thousands of dollars of salary, you know? So when it happened, all we can just sit there and say is hey, we need to get better in that spot, in that position, in that movement. Let me know if I'm lying. Shout out to you, Nunez. Really appreciate you, fam. I know if you guys can barely hear me, I got the mask on. I'm trying to be responsible out here. I'm trying to stick and adhere to the rulings, right? I don't want to walk around with masks on. I don't want to do that. Yo, shout out to you, Sonic. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. So what I'm trying to say is you can know what's going on with your team. Follow the trends, follow what's going on. But also, you can also add into excuses. You can add them. It's easy to do that, right? That's right, Bama fan. Yeah. Shout out to you, Bama fan. Okay. Cowboy Nation need to get a goon mentality. Yes, we need to have that mentality that next man is up. But also we need to have that mentality of saying, okay, if this dog go down, we should not skip a beat. We need to have that mindset, the philosophy. Newsflash. I was saying live on my IG page, why all of a sudden, what's that kid that play over there in 49ers land? I know he played against the Giants or what have you, but the system and the scheme was still straight. They still utilize what they known to do. That is their philosophy. It's running the rock, running the ball. That's their scheme. And I know it's against the Giants, but you got to understand that 9 times out of 10, you got to establish your identity. The 49ers got a plan. That's their identity, to run the ball. I think we'll face them this year, right? They didn't use the fact that, hey, such and such is down. We're going to stick and we're going to stay to our philosophy. Right now, we got a makeshift philosophy as it relates to the offense. Reason why game 1 and some of the game 2 look just like last year is because we still have Kellen Moore within his philosophy of systems. What did Kellen Moore do in middle school? Oh, he was a quarterback. Okay. What did Kellen Moore do while he was in high school? Oh, he was a quarterback. What did Kellen Moore do in college? He was a quarterback. What did Kellen Moore do when he was in the NFL, for crying out loud? He was a quarterback. He was a quarterback. So my thing is with this Cowboy Nation, he was a quarterback for all of these years. Then he got moved from a quarterback to an offensive, quarterback coach, and then to an offensive coordinator. People do what their scheme is built to do, and that is passing the ball vertically. That's why you don't see in Ezekiel Elliott, regardless of what our front five look like. Because the scheme is vertical spread offense. That's just what it is. There's no West Coast philosophy within this. So we are saying the Kellen Moore system being operated. Is it a bad one? No. It's not a bad one. We number one in offense right now. We number one. We're moving the ball real quick and real easily down the field. We're moving the ball real quick and real easily down the field, but we're not scoring when it need to be. We're not utilizing the full plethora of guys on this team. Just like if you were to insert Ezekiel Elliott to the 49ers, you would see him running all over that team, regardless of what happened to their offensive line, regardless of what happened to their quarterback, regardless of what happened to such and such as it relates to wide receiver, because it's their particular scheme. Shanahan mastered that particular scheme. How, Law? How? Oh, he's the son of Mike Shanahan. What did Mike Shanahan do? Oh, he had a guy named TD to run the ball, right? He had picked up guys from Walmart, Fred's, Payless to run the ball, and they continue to run the rock within the confines of their system because that is what they know. That is how they operate. Oh, when Shanahan was in Atlanta land, he had Freeman, he had the other guy running the rock. Were these guys ever top 100 as it relates to rushing titles? No, but the scheme fit for them guys to be, how can I say this, efficient enough to win games. Now, can our scheme be efficient enough for us to win games? Yes, it can be. It flat out can be. But we will have to understand that the system and the scheme is still vertical spread offense, get the ball out to the receiver on the outer edge. Sometimes we will see a play that don't match because this is just the young guy still learning his way. But will Ezekiel Elliott be that dominant factor? I don't know, because I don't think that the scheme that Kellen Moore is running will ever feature him all the way it's supposed to be. Let me know if I'm lying, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate you guys. Mike, make the calls. Yeah, we need to see Mike making the calls. I don't see adversity. Yeah, we got to challenge it, man. Cowboy Nation, we do. Shout out to you, Cowboys. We need to get better with our out. We need to get better with our out schemes. Yeah, Kellen Moore got one more loss before Mike McCarthy take over the reins. Yeah, and it's not me. This is not me sullying or denigrating Kellen Moore. I like his offense. I do. I like the offense. Don't get it wrong. But just because you like a certain thing, don't mean that you have to be in love with it, right? Just because, let me flip it around. I like this automobile. I like it. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at this BMW. But it's a nice automobile. It can do everything you want it to do. It's an X5. I got an X5 myself. So it can do all of the good things that you want to do. But when you really think about it, can it do the same thing that a car can do? No. It can do probably a little bit more. It's a heavy artillery type of vehicle. Got all of the good stuff on it and everything and these sorts of things. But this utility vehicle is only going to do what it's designed to do. I cannot make this thing go top down on the road like that one way over there, that car way over there. I'm going to zoom in. Two different uses. Both can get you to point A to point B, but the philosophy within the philosophy of it is different. This can hold a little bit more. Have more passengers, we can have the same amount of passengers, but a little bit more comfort, you see? That's the philosophy, what I'm trying to say, Cowboy Nation. Yeah, the stadium is somewhere over there. You guys can see it's on the other side, or the opposite side of Don Davis. Yeah, we are over here in Arlington, man. But I'm just trying to bring in some of the things that you guys can understand. Play calling is now solid. Just need to execute John Corpse. I feel what you're saying with the play calling and what have you. It's just that sometimes we would need the play call to be that car over there. Let me use this example again. We would need that play call to be that car over there. You see the car over there, but you're using this one. We're using this one, the wrong vehicle. And there's nothing wrong with it. Can we get it done? Yes, but you're struggling to get it done. I think that Kellen Moore got hell of a good plays, hell of a good situations as relates to understanding about the play and where the person's supposed to be at. But I think that what Kellen Moore have issues with is knowing when to call those certain plays. I recall watching the Temptations the other night, just chilling watching Temptation. And although the guys had talents, they could sing, but they had to have the right person. Was it Smokey Rob? Was it Smokey? Was it Barry Gordon? Yeah, it was Barry Gordon to really get them in the right tune, to get them in front of the right places and the right people. So you can have all of the talent in the world, but if you just on somebody's street corner, you're really not in front of the right situation. And I think that Kellen Moore, he got all of the talents, he can orchestrate some things, but he's not in front of the right corner. You know, he's not in front of the right person. We need a Barry Gordon, if I could use those, that analogy, baby. If I could use that analogy, Cowboy Nation. Boy, we growing. We got 100 people in here, man. Really appreciate you guys. On a whim, you know, on a whim. Hopefully I have enough time I'll go down there and show you guys the stadium, as Jerry Wayne would call it. Don't call a screen pass on 1 and 15 to CD and Lamb and Kellen Moore. Yeah. Look, you guys are finishing the conversation for me, baby. I love it. Yeah, like at that point, we didn't need that screen pass, right? It's good to do screen passes, but at that point, we didn't need it, right? If we can average 28 points a game, we should have a solid enough defense, John. Way to go, John. Yeah, John, you got all type of truths over here, fam. Misguided Pro, really appreciate you, babe. Not sure if Randy changes things right away. The issue still could be in the middle. This is from Misguided Pro. Look at the name. Look at the results. Misguided Pro. Man, she's speaking nothing but the truth. It's not the fact that Randy Gregory will change everything, because I don't think that our issues are on the edge. I think that the guys can crash and come down and get there, but I think the quarterback can see when those guys coming off on the edge. The quarterback, he drops back, he scans, he look the field, he see the pressure coming, and all the quarterback got to do is just do this one time for the one time. Step up inside the pocket, because there's really no pressure in the middle. Let me repeat, there's really no pressure in the middle. Tyron Crawford, he can't knock over a wet paper bag right now. I know you guys can barely hear me there. There you go, you can hear me better this way. Let me cheat a little bit. Yeah, let me cheat a little bit. Yeah. So that's the case. That's the scenario. That's the case, and that's the scenario. If you guys get what I'm saying. Russell Wilson had all day in the world in the pocket. He get washed out on the edge, we can get there. That's why we was able to sack him multiple times. But in the pocket, he could just step in there like this. Boy, I'm stepping on y'all now, boy. He could just step up inside the pocket, baby. That's what happened. That's what happened all game. So Baker Mayfield, I don't know if he's seasoned enough. I don't know if he's a guy that can understand that. But if I'm for sure one of those wide receivers, I'm saying, hey, dog, let me get that 9 route one time for the one time. Oh, let me do the slow go route right quick. Let me get that route going for you. You know, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And Kareem Hunt said, hey, Nick Chubb said, hey, man, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Let me see if I can squeeze up inside here, man. I'm the only guy in my life walking around with the old school way of doing this. Let me see if I can squeeze in right quick. Yeah, y'all be quiet, quick. Yeah. I might not can talk as loud, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Got tired of standing up out there. Oh, when y'all get at my age, I tell you the truth. Here we go right here. There we go. Fix my mask a little bit better. Yeah, nice little automobile, right? Let me show y'all this one right here. It's not bad. It's X7 right here. X7 is a little bit bigger. Then the X5. Not bad at all. Black interior, smooth, soft leather. This one got the red guts. Not bad at all. Thank you for tuning in to the Low Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at this particular automobile. And like I was saying, there's nothing wrong with the car, but this car, think about it, this car, it's a nice one, but it don't do what this one can do. See, Kelly Moore offense is nice, right? It's good. Got all of the juices and berries in this thing. But regardless of how we get it, the comfort, if you got multiple people riding with you, you're gonna go with this right here. The baby seat can get up in there. You even got a back row, third row edition seat in there. Got all of this good stuff. Yeah. We go over here to this one, M5, M50i. Ain't bad at all. Look at that peanut butter interior. Yeah, it look deep right there. So you guys get what I'm saying, right? You guys get what I'm throwing at you, right? Dak is a winner and will improve. Yeah, I believe that Dak is a winner and he will improve. My thing is, they got the candy apple red too. That one wet, ain't it? Wet, ain't it? Yes, indeed. And remember, you're riding with nothing but the best. Look at them wheels on there. Never buy a car or a truck, automobile without looking in under the hood. But man, this thing, that front, nasty, medieval, huh? That's nasty. Oh my goodness. Somebody posted earlier that a lot of times the Cowboys will have things that just don't match. We will have a dominant offensive line, but our defensive line will be terrible, right? Or we will have a dominant defense and our offense will be terrible. We will have a dynamic wide receiver, but the quarterback is hurt, you know. And when they first posted it, I was like, man, maybe that person is just crazy. Then I started to look back at it and I said, you know what? That person's speaking the truth. 9 times out of 10, we would have a dynamic running back, but the offense is bad, right? The offensive line is trash. We have the wide receivers that's playing out of their mind, but the quarterback is kind of hurt, you know. That's been our situation for a few years. So this year, I think that we got everything intact on the offense, but the offensive line is kind of like shabby right now, right? I think that we will have to figure out ways to improve that offensive line in order for us to get a little bit further. I think help is on the way. Help is coming, even though Tyron Smith's neck is all kind of screwed up right now, right? La'el Collins. When I look back at what we did week 1, week 2, week 3, we look at it and we'll say to ourselves, man, if La'el Collins was there, maybe, just maybe, a tenth of a second would be a whole lot better, and we have a whole different type of conversation right now, right? We saw a little piece of it when Zach Martin was kicked out to the right tackle, right? We saw that the offense really put up north of 15 points during that time frame, right? So what I'm trying to say is, Cowboy Nation, these self-inflicted wounds are killing us. We need to win every game that we can. And these close games, we need to win and gain momentum. Hopefully, and I mean just that, we can figure those things out. Oh, Zach Martin came out today and said, you know what, I'm a guard. I'm not finna play no tackle. So he already let it be known that, hey, I ain't finna be doing all of this stuff of switching around. I'm a guard. That's what I'm gonna play. You know what I'm saying? We got the division, just win. I think that if we win our games, we do got this division. I think that this division is such a porous type of division that you can win it 8-8. Now, I do know that a lot of people would not like for us to go 8-8, and I don't think that we are going to go 8-8. I think that we will get at least 11-5. That's my prediction for the year. That's my prediction for the year. Law Nation win. You get time, look up the 2007 Giants. Not just stats, but film. Cowboys team is scary similar. Yeah, yeah. I mentioned that and I alluded to that earlier. I said that the 2007 Giants, they was trying to fire that coach midway through the season. Remember Strahan was like, nah, I don't like this coach. I don't like what he's trying to install as it relates to the time. If you're on time, you're late. I don't like the way this and that is working out, and I'm a veteran, and a whole bunch of stuff, I believe. It was Strahan. I think it was Strahan in '07. But they was focused. They got hot towards the latter part of the year. And this could happen too. But I think that 2007 Giants, when the ball touched their defenders' hands, they took it. They took it. Yeah. Cowboys need to get this division. Yeah. If we get to the playoff, it's gonna be a Q&A time for y'all mind, right? Tony, no, I'm not getting a new Beamer. My current Beamer, I was going through a construction zone and a nail hit the tire and it blew out, and the frame and all that stuff had to be refixed, and I had to do the roadside situation. You know, country guy like me, you roll your sleeves up, you put the tire on there, but these new cars, they so fancy, you gotta adapt, and that's where I'm at. I'm adapting, and they said that it'll be ready. What time it is right now? Y'all let me know. Run flats, Law. Yeah. Even with run flats, I had to be here. So, what time it is, Cowboy Nation? Let me see. What time you guys got? Y'all let me know the time. They say they'll be ready in about 30 minutes. So I figure it's noon. So yeah, I got a whole hour. So I figure I'd talk to you guys, right? 12:08, lay it straight. Tony Peacock. 108 here. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm chillaxing right now until that time they give me a call. So I might as well talk to you guys about some good old football. Yeah. I'm in town. Shout out to you, Tony. Oh, you in H-Town? Let me see. Yeah, it's 12 my time then. So I got about another hour or so. And what I did was, to be real 100 with you, I said it would make no sense. And let me know if my rationale is straight. It makes no sense to buy just one tire. Go ahead and buy all 4 tires, right? Let me know if that's a wise move, right? Let me know if you guys think the same way I'm thinking, right? If you're going to have one tire down, you buy a new tire, you might as well get all 4 of them, right? Right? That's what I did. I said, well, shoot, what's the damage? What's the damage going to be? He said, the damage. I said, okay, give me all 4. Well, I have one tire and have all 3 old tires. Who do that, right? You got to get all 4, right? Huh? Let me know if y'all thinking the same way. Y'all know what I'm coming at with this, right? Always buy tires as a set, right? All right, and so with that being said, you still got to get it mounted. You got to get them balanced. And you got to get the alignment, right? Huh? You got to get all of those things, right? See, it's processes. When you remove one, it affects the 4 or the other 3. And then you got to realign something. So what we did this off season is we removed everything. Only person that stayed on the defensive side of the ball is Big Cat Leon Lett. Everything else we removed. But what happened here is that there was no balance. There was no mounts that put into place. And for dog sure with no alignment set. So although dare I say we removed something, we didn't set the alignment. The COVID is one story, but the excuse that we're going to use is another. Because we knew that when we change out these tires, or when we change out the defense, that the alignment had to be set. Now, there were some players that said, hey, I love this. I can go back and watch the interviews. Oh, I love it. We can be more free. We can play within ourselves. The coach is allowing us to do this and allowing us to do that. Newsflash. But when the lights turned on, the same players that said, yes, I'm free, it's happier to learn new things, I'm saying it's too complicated. It's too hard. Don't you know when you get your new set of tires, you got to break them in a little bit? It's not going to ride the same way. Your old car roll. Some people say, man, it feels a whole lot better. Some cars got a little bit more thread on it. So your braking mechanism, you have to adjust to it. Here's the situation. It shouldn't take you long to adjust if you know how to ride, if you know how to drive. See, this Cowboy Nation, we going into week 4. And if we have not made the necessary adjustments and the alignments fixed, that we are just a team just filled with excuses. You see what I'm saying? Ray says, are you keeping the old tires? Well, here's the situation with that. See, the old tires, if I was a penny pincher, I said, yeah, let me keep the old tires. Let me figure out a way where I can dispose of them. Let me see if I can get something back in return. But for every causation, there's for every action, there's a reaction, right? So I would then have to find a place to store those old tires, right? They get dusty, they're gonna get burnt, they're gonna get stuff all over my car. See, I'm a luxury guy, so I don't want all of that dust and that dirt and all of that waste to be on me. So I would rather for them to dispose of the old tires and be happy with the new tires I got. You see, this team didn't dispose of all of the old tires. They kept some of the old tires. And that's why we see some of the old residue on this team. When you are the head coach and you are operating everything, you want to bring in everything new. You want to be able to make sure that you can identify that this is my fingerprint. This is what I'm doing. But when you started to look back and you say, I'm going to keep some of my old stuff, you're going to get residue on you. So my thing is, no, I'm not selling or denigrating Leon Latt because he might be good with the guys. But I can say this, if the experiment, if the risk is not worth the reward of a Kellen Moore keeping him, and the Cowboys look to hire Mike McCarthy for one thing and one thing only, for results. And if he can't deliver that, there's no excuses for us because we're going to be looking at it like, hey, this is not what we paying for. We want results. So what's going to happen is we're going to demand that we get some more new stuff in there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People going to either want Mike McCarthy's head on the stake or they going to want Kellen Moore's head on the stake. That's the reality of it, regardless of how we look at it. Because if we continue to have more of the same, people are going to be like, hey, hold on. Come on, Jerry, you said that this is your guy. And we already going to hold Stephen Jones to the feet to the fire and said, hey, you said you like our guys. So if this weekend, on the defensive side of the ball, if we see the same mistakes from Adarian Thompson and the ex-Woods on the back end of the defense, there's going to be stuff, there's going to be things moved around from our fan base. We're going to demand change. And we know the Joneses, they stubborn. They so stubborn, baby. They are. Think about it. Think about this. Let me say this. In 2018, there were people that already knew that it wasn't going to work with Cole Beasley, Allen Hurns, a young rookie wide receiver named Michael Gallup, Bryce Butler, and it was somebody else. I think his name was Deontay Thompson. It was another Thompson, for crying out loud. There were people in my inbox. There were people hitting me up saying, Law, this ain't it, bro. We need Dez. Remember that? We need Dez. And I'm the first one to fall on the sword. I think it was my dog Antoine. He was like, dog, we need Dez. And I was like, nah, dog. Even I was buying into what Jerry Jones was selling. I was #1 forerunner, selling it again. I was saying like, nah, we can do wide receiver by committee. I think that Dak Prescott need to go through his progressions and he will find an open wide receiver. Y'all remember those videos? But after week 1 and week 2, I was like, we need some wide receivers, dog. Go out there and get Amari Cooper. They're like, nah, they want too much. Then another loss happened. I said, go out there and get another such and such. You know, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I don't have to lie to kick it. People was blaming Dak Prescott too, right? We don't need a #1, right? Yeah, remember that? Y'all remember that? This is 2018, right? And then we got 3 and 5 because a lot of people saying like, all we needed was Ezekiel Elliott, right? We were 3 and 5. Then the Joneses said, you know what? We cave in. They went and got their wide receiver. Changed the whole complexity of this team. Changed everything. Moved from 3 and 5 to 10 and 6. All right. Nah, y'all still there? Y'all still there? My better half was calling me. She was just checking the status on everything. I was just letting her know. So I'm back, Cowboy Nation. I know I was frozen in space and time. You guys? Yeah, Mark Williams, I'm back. I'm back. It's like a reality show, right? You know, just a reality show, right? It looked like that dude right behind me, right? Yeah. Defense is just horrible. I forgot what we was talking about. Commercial break. You're right. Steve, what's good? Shout out to you, Steve. Yeah, y'all want to tour this spot? Good stuff right here. They got the BMW i electric, safety at Worlds with power. It's pretty good. And let me see if I can go over here. Go this way. Give you guys a tour. Pretty good, right quick. Yeah. It's a refreshments area. I'm not eating none of this stuff right here. It's been all the way out and exposed. That's their refreshments. Coffee Groove. Touchscreen to continue. Let me see what we can do right here. Get your coffee. You know, I drink my coffee 2 times dark. Put that right here. So you don't get that first cup. You know, put this cup right here, get the second cup. That's what you do, you get the second cup. Put that right here. No milk, I don't want no milk. I don't want no milk action. See if that thing, see if I can do this all on the fly. 2 times. Let's see if we can go there. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as we make coffee from the BMW. Look at that. Yeah. Liquid gold right there, baby. That coffee juice. Yeah. I don't do none of this stuff, man. I'll tell you, man, don't be doing sweet low, guys. Don't be doing that stuff, man. Fake sugar, man. Don't do this either. See See what I'm gonna do with this coffee cup. I'm not gonna get the first one. They've been on top too long. Get the second one. See what I'm saying? The second one. Put that first one back. It's an open thing. Going pretty good. Almost there. Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Coffee gonna be too hot to consume right now. Yeah. Yeah, put that right there. Make sure that top on there is secure. All right, flip back over to me. There we go. Yeah, that's how you make coffee, Cowboy Nation. Just waiting on my car to be fixed right quick. We got another 20 minutes or so. Yes. How do you live life featuring Law Nation? And remember, you know, you're listening to nothing but the best. Oh, if I get this coffee on me, y'all gonna hear me sing some Michael Jackson stuff. Ooh, that thing hot. I should got one of those coffee protective side things to keep your hand from burning. I got a little baby hand over here. Hand burning up right now. It's so hot. Yeah, so we was talking about what we was talking about before I got that phone call. We talked about we're gonna win this weekend, right? It's bad that Dak is underappreciated, like about how the Vinny Testaverde days, yeah. My first coffee film session, right? And I just drink it straight, man. I don't mix it, just drink it black, just like me. If the coffee is not black like me, I don't want it, right? Defense, I think, we was talking about defense, Cowboy Nation. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna talk about the appreciation of Dak Prescott. I think that Tony Romo went through the same little gauntlet of not a lot of people appreciating him. A lot of people didn't appreciate Tony until he got injured, until he was gone. And then they said, you know what? That Tony, he's something else. That Tony, he's something else. And that's what's going to have to happen to Dak Prescott. But news flash, let me knock on some wood. Let me find some wood. Dak Prescott don't get injured. That boy don't get injured. He like the Brett Favre almost. You know, Brett Favre got injured toward the latter part of his career. Or he like the Eli Manning. Remember, Eli Manning don't get injured. Eli go all years without injury, right? So I believe that's what Dak Prescott got going on. And I think he's a battler. He's a warrior. He's built solid. He built like a linebacker, for crying out loud. And I think, and this is no shade or nothing thrown at Tony, but I think that Dak Prescott just work out a little bit more than Tony. You know, he just work out more. He's just more chiseled and stuff like that. Yeah. Dak is strong. Bill Parcells wasn't confident in Romo at first. No, he wasn't. Dak needs to watch Mahomes highlights so he can learn a little bit more. This is from Manuel. And Mahomes is a whole different animal. The way, somebody baby crying in here, but the way Mahomes, Law can't do that. Let me step away. And, you know, the baby cries. If it ain't your own, you be sitting there like, come on. And I got special powers with my babies. When they start crying, I'm like, hey, and they stop crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go way over here again. Well, that baby got some vocals, don't it? Y'all can hear that baby? You can go way down here in the corner. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Go way over here in the corner. Appreciate y'all, man. Oh, baby got some vocals. Dak is Dak. Why try to compare guys too much? It's from my dog Rue. I don't know. I just think that that's how it goes. When Steph Curry was doing his thing, a lot of people compared him to, Chris Jackson, Amari, I forgot his other name, but Chris Jackson, they compared him to him. They was comparing him to, other point guards and stuff like that. So that's just how people do. I think it's more of a comp so that people can get a feel of what this person can do and what they can't do. If you guys get what I'm saying, right? I just think that Dak Prescott, he eventually gonna get him one. If we could just put some more things around him. Donovan Wilson is with Randy Gregory. Okay. Would you take a tackle in the first round this year? This is from Derek Harris. I would take a tackle. I would take a tackle in the first round this year in the draft or what have you. But remember this, Cowboy Nation. Remember this. We're drafting best player available. Best player available. Best player available. Not team needs. Best player available. BPA. So if you have the best player available and you have like a third-dairy type of tackle that you know for sure that he's not the best player available, don't reach. Don't do that. Safety. Yeah, we need all defense. This is the craziest thing about safety. You could draft a safety, but the drafting philosophy of a safety is this right here. You probably will be better if you trade for a safety or find one in free agency. And I'm not talking about the low-hanging fruit ones. I'm talking about a legitimate good safety that you know for sure that has already proven, that's already earned their grain of salt. You would do better. Hear me out. You would do better going that route opposed to drafting the safety and not knowing what he can't do on the field. So that's why I was hot and upset, and I was mad at the organization when they said we don't need a Honey Badger, because Honey Badger had already proven himself before that time frame when he was on the open market. And I was saying, come hell and high waters, you spent that money to go get Honey Badger. And it was $7 million at the time. They said that they didn't need a safety. Oh my gosh. And I was like, nah, right now he's better than anything we had on this team. That was in 2018. You go out there and get a proven commodity, a known commodity. Now, the Edwards pretty appreciate you. He said, laughing out loud, Clinton Dix. My thing is, just hear me out, Cowboy Nation. Call me crazy. But some people are gamers. Some people, when you turn on the tape on the actual game, they are there. It's unexplainable, but some people are gamers. Darian Thompson had the benefit and the pleasure of playing on this team last year. I think that Darian Thompson had the benefit and the pleasure of playing on this team last year. I'm gonna repeat, Darian Thompson had the benefit and the pleasure of playing on this team last year. Now, although we got rid of all of the old tires as it relates to the coaching philosophy, Darian Thompson knew how the rigmarole of this team would have been during training camp. And maybe, just maybe, they looked at it and they overshot themselves and they said, you know what, Clinton Dix, he ain't no Darian Thompson. Darian Thompson is better performing right now. I think what the Cowboys should have done, and hear me out, they should have figured out a way to keep Clinton Dix. They should have figured that out. They should have figured out, maybe put him on a practice squad. You can do that these days. You already got the man $2.5 million. Keep the man. See what he would have looked like when the lights cut on. Because now everybody's removing and moving on from him and trying to develop a guy We seeing these growing pains. We seeing these warts right now. We seeing miscommunication right now. We seeing that the back half of the defense is giving up big plays. In chunk yards, we are ranked 30th in the NFL. Less big plays given up. Now we can argue and say, well, that's because we played the Seattle Sea Chickens, the Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. But that means 6 weeks from now, the teams that they play, they should be able to do the same, right? Let's just be real with it, right? Yeah, let's see what else we got over here. Clinton Dix got killed by Amari. Yeah. And that's the benefit that Darian Thompson had over Clinton Dix. He knows how to play Amari. He knows how to play Gallup. He probably know how to play CD, but he knew those guys, right? He knew the Schultz. He knew the Blake Jarwins of the world. So he practiced those guys. So yeah, he knew their tendencies. So that's why he looked good against those guys. Clinton Dix like, shoot, this is my first time playing against these dogs. Oh, Michael Gallup high pointing the ball like that. So many things. The CFZ, laugh out loud, Clinton Dix probably would have been even worse, believe it or not, like Ripley's, believe it or not. One thing Clinton Dix can hold his loins on and drop them on everybody out here, he can say, hey, nobody on this defense, even if they projected to play the amount of time that I'm playing out here, have more interceptions than me, have more turnovers than me, and takeaways. Clinton Dix can say, hey, look at my resume and look at everybody on this team resume and let me know which one stands out. And that's game time. None of those guys can say that. I can't go back and find 5 interceptions or 3 interceptions or 1 interception from Darian Thompson. The next person that got multiple interceptions is Jordan Lewis, right? So it's really, well, Cheeto Woozier, but there's really nowhere we can go with saying this, beyond of giving the man a chance and a time or to showcase what he can do when the lights are on. Now, I'm not saying that Clinton Dix is the glue to fix everything, no, but I'm just saying that the Cowboys might have shot themselves in the foot, basically. And then that's free money. They throwing that money away. They could have gave me $2.5 million to run out there for a couple of practices. Okay, the baby done hush now. Let me get on back to sitting down. I'm getting old, Cowboy Nation. I can't stand up like I used to. Just playing with y'all. Leave DiNucci on the bench, learn the system. Yeah, next year I would like to see how DiNucci gonna light it up during preseason, during practices. And the baby still, the resiliency of the baby. I walk back here, the baby's still crying. Let me sit on down. All right. Let me see what else I'm gonna talk about. Y'all leave some good topics out here, man. This is them boys. I think we should win this weekend. It's a blowout. What do you think? The boys kick. Eric Reed is better than Yeah. Clinton Dix is exactly what you said, Law. He is a gamer. This is from Bruce. Okay. Very concerned. Our defense at the time of possession defense. Our offense, when they score, it quick. It don't take much time off the clock. Okay, that's some good topics I can talk about. Appreciate you, Troy C. Play Collins is atrocious. All right, so I'm gonna pick up the topics from what y'all was talking about as it relates to defense time of possession. Here's the unique thing about these masks are so uncomfortable, guys, but we gotta wear them, right? Here's the situation with time of possession. the longer you out there on defense, the more you get exposed. The longer time an offense sees what this defense can't do, the inefficiency shows up. If your front four is not creating pressure, if your front four is not taking the ball away as it relates to getting upfield, not the front four taking the ball away. You guys get what I'm saying? If they're not creating pressure, especially in the pocket, if they ain't creating pressure in the pocket, the quarterback itself is comfortable. Because it's the pocket area where the quarterback make all of the greatest throws from. Yes, in highlights, reels, and stuff like that, we can see him rolling out or what have you, looking down the field. But that pocket area, that 4th and 3 play, 4th down. Oh, let me let y'all see the thing roll, man. Let me see y'all. Yeah, see the thing roll. Let me see if it'll make it roll. Let me see it in action, baby. I'll come back to it. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. Take a deeper look at that one right there, boy. Yeah. 7 series there. They're more long. Yeah, they're more long right there. You ever seen that movie, The Transporter? That was one of the ones he had on the transporter right there. Tony Jefferson, I love it. Yeah, I'll bring him in for a cup of coffee. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let me see how they open up them doors. I always want to know how they open up them doors there. That man ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Look at him. He happy. He probably got his commission or something. Yeah. He probably got his commission. I can eat the oodles and noodles today. I got the commissions. I'll give me a ribeye. Yeah, bring him in. Throw in a piece or two. Tony Jefferson. At least I know he can hit. That Tony can hit too. Trade ideas. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Williams says, so you're a car salesman? I wish I was a car salesman. I'd love to do a car salesman on the side. Ooh, they cranked up another one over there. That one sounded nasty, boy. And BMW Arlington. That's where I'm at, BMW Arlington. Don't that sound good right there? That reverse action. The reverse action on that little one. Yeah. They're pretty dope right there. See that little mom roll right there? Yeah. Pretty dope right there. They're trying to get themselves in. Oh, buddy. Shout out to all the car salesmen there, though. I'm in Arlington. BMW in Arlington. Yeah. You from Arlington, Quentin? Jones? Come on down here, man. Bring me a cup of coffee, man. I haven't tasted this one yet, man. I heard there's a little pasta joint right down the street, man. I think that pasta joint, I might have to try it out. You live close to the dealership? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to the battery life on this phone. All right, let me see what we was talking about. Oh, I was talking about the defense, right? I said the defense, the more time they are out there on the field, the more time they get exposed. I think complementary football is good. We saw how that really worked out for Tony Romo. We saw how that worked out for Peyton Manning. I think that I'm so in love with defense that when I see sloppy defense, when I see bad defense, it makes me go into a mindset of saying, that we should not lose a game if the offense put up 30 points. We should never lose a game if the offense put up 30 to 35 points. I think that defenses should have that mindset as well. I think that defenses should say, okay, I know for sure that my offense is capable of putting up 30 plus points, and we can't win the game. I think the defenses need to look at it in those type of perspectives. Now, I know that the score and the flow of the game is different, what have you, because the offense gave the ball on their side or what have you. But I just think collectively speaking, that if the offense can put up north of 30, you about ready? 2 minutes? 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Yep. Appreciate you, man. He said 20 minutes, boy. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to get this car so I can go grab me something to eat. I'm hungrier than 4 fat mans at a food fight right now, fam. But I just think that if I know for sure, if I'm the defensive coordinator and my offense is going to at least put up 30 points, 35 points, we win in this game. It's the defensive guy. We win it. We winning. We just going to win. That's just from a defensive perspective. But on the flip side, I know it's more. I can't just say that because I'd be careless, because the offense got to play complementary football. What you mean, Law? Well, the offense can't be giving up the ball. I got to put Dak into this too. We talked a little bit about this last night. Jesse Holly and Skywalker, Big Game James. Shout out to those two, man. Follow their pages. Great content over there. Not good content, great. But he was saying that Dak Prescott knows that the defense is kind of flawed, so that's why he's pressing. That's why he's trying to hold on to the ball and get the ball out, when right before he get the sack and not taking the sack. But I just think that somebody need to tell the young kid, since he got some connections there, Jesse Holly, is tell him, hey, punt the ball. Live to play another day. Because you can't give up your ball. Look at the ramifications. Even if you get the first down, I think that if you get a turnover on your side of the field, if the defense is so porous, then that strengthens the chances of the defense scoring, right? Make those defenses have long drives. So I think that we need to look at this side of the coin. Instead of going for it, or if it's 4th and long or what have you, be coy a little bit. Punt the ball, pan them deep, and go it that way versus, when we had the ball and it's on our right before the half, instead of saying, okay, we need to hurry up and score, it would have been better probably is to run, and not score. You see what I'm saying? Don't press it, because the way our defense is, if the opposing team get the ball back, they're scoring. That's just the reality of they scoring. So play coy with them a little bit and play complementary football. I know it don't sound good, Cowboy Nation, and I know it sounds like a defeative mindset, that you really want to put your foot to the throat of the offense, to the opposing team. But right now, we're not that grittish. We're not that grimish of a team. We got Mr. Nice guys all over our team. When they hit somebody, knock them on the floor, Jalen Smith, he's smiling. He's trying to help up the guy. We had Cheeto Woozier when we played against the Atlanta Falcons. He knocked a guy down. He scores a touchdown. He's trying to help him up. I want our defense to be so nasty. I want our defense to be disrespectful. I want our defense to, when they hit you, they lay on you a little bit longer, Let me know if I have the wrong mindset, man. Let me see if I have the wrong mindset. Pass rush is nice. Secondary is not that great. / special team. Yeah. This is from a dog right here. Jesus is love. Yeah. And I really, really do believe. Let me know, before I go further, man, because I don't want you guys thinking, I don't want you guys to be angry and upset at me or how I feel about this defense. Or if I'm being too crass of a person to say that I want my guys to not help them up. Taylor, he said he feel that. Okay. Let me know, man. If anybody else, Sean, you said you feel that too. Facts. Still early on the time, not time to panic. Yeah, I don't think we're panicking though, but I just want the mindset to change. I want our mindset to be like our offense is going to put up 30 points. But see, I kid you not, I never rooted for another team. I never really liked another team. That's why I really was set when I told people like when they did the fantasy league that I really didn't want to do it, but I do it off of the strength that Bosh Lombardi was kind of piecing this thing together. And I did it off of strength because I can't really fall in love with other players from other teams. But that 2000 Baltimore team, I love the way they played. I loved when they took the will and the hearts and soul and sinew from those guys. From the 2000 to 2001 Buccaneers, I believe, or it was the '01 Buccaneers. Was it the '01 Buccaneers or the 2002 Buccaneers? Defense. I played on the defensive side of the ball, so I just love the way they played. Like, scoring 13 points on them was disrespect for them. Like, scoring 2 touchdowns on them was very disrespect, you know. I want that type of defense in Dallas. I want our defense to be so nasty that after you score a touchdown on our team, that they're going to make sure that your team never want to touch the ball again. Yeah. Hottest secondary. Yeah. Tyler, yeah. Let me know if you guys feeling the same way. Like, I want our defense to be just that nasty, man. I want our defense to be so grittish, so grimish, man. Then when you catch that ball, and I know they changed some of the rulings, you know, you can't do all of this extracurricular activities out there. Complicated schemes are not embraced by our players. This is from Kerry Sanders. Yeah. We need Jerry to play safety. 8 more likes to get to 100. Oh yeah, man. Y'all really help me out, man. 8 more of them. Let's get to that 100, man. Law. After week 4, we would be nasty. Yeah. Who we got? We got the Browns. Then we got the Giants going off to the dome, and then we got the Arizona Cardinals. Then we got the Washington football team. 4 games, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they'll put us at what, 5-2? Y'all think we can make it to 5-2? Did I get that right? We could be 5-2. 3 games at home. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. 3 of them at home. We can make it. If we 5-2, it's over with. Oh my God! I'm being real with you guys. If we go 5-2, I'm gonna eat a whole bag of crows. You know what I'm saying? If we go 5-2, and all that stuff I said about Darian Thompson, I would love to do a video and say, man, I was wrong. I was flat out wrong. Like, I loved every piece of those videos I did with LVE. And I would start off my film session. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation film session. I was wrong, you know, on LVE. Because everybody, mama, uncle, cousin knew I didn't want LVE. Y'all knew I didn't want LVE. I was wrong on that, brother. It was year 1. I was right year 2, but I was wrong on year 1. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. It's funny because Jared think he can plug anyone as safety and secondary, and we will be nice. This is from Jesus. It's love. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. James says, I love the positivity keeping us balanced. But if we end up being 5-2, my goodness. If we end up being 5-2, and then I know we playing against the Browns, the Giants, the Cardinals, the Washington football team. Oh my goodness. I know that these guys or they'll say, well, these guys are below 5. You know how the talk track would go, and they say they haven't played anybody. But that Cardinals team, don't sleep on them, dog. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Diggs been in a bright spot this secondary. Shout out to you, Miss Scott Pro again. David says Diggs being a bright spot in the secondary. He can hang with some of the best of these wide receivers. Yes, I agree. Law, if we be 5-2, I'm donating heavy. Grow the nation, baby. This is from James Burden. Dog, if we 5-2, I'm donating. I'm donating for myself, but I really appreciate you, though. And I think, and I hope that we can get there. But on the flip side, if this weekend, if we don't showcase something, boy, you're talking about an angry Law. And I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be mad. Let me tell y'all something. Can I be a little transparent with you guys? When we lost this past weekend, I don't turn on the TV. I can't stand ESPN, NFL, because that's the only two channels I watch. I don't watch the home and garden show. I don't watch nothing else but ESPN, NFL Network. That's the only channels that be on my TV. And when we lose, I can talk good stuff, man. When we win, I can talk all type of crap, But when we lose, I'm sitting there like, man, my God. And it's the nature and the flow and how we lose, too. Man, I'm telling people right now, when we lost to the Seattle Seahawks in that playoff game, when Tony Romo bombed that snap, y'all just don't know that, statute of limitation has already expired. But whatever building that I was in, man, there's holes all through the wall. I punched every hole in the wall. I ripped out some fixtures. You talking about rioting and looting? Oh my God. Y'all just don't know, man. I'm a sore loser. I hate losing. So, over the years, I conditioned my mind to be a little calm. And a lot of people be thinking like, Law, he calm, man. How he call these plays. But in the inside, baby, I've been wanting to rip open some stuff, man. I hate losing. Because, and I be trying to let my brothers make it. I be letting people make it too. Cause they'll call your phone. Hey man, how about them Cowboys? Oh my God. When we lose, everybody know our phone number. But over a series of years, every weird way possible for us to lose, we lost it with Romo. And I love Romo. People just fail to realize I fought for Romo so many times. Y'all remember the year when RG3, his rookie year? Oh my God. One of my cousins, he's a diehard Washington fan. Oh my God. All I heard was RG Nick, RG3 this, RG3 that. And it was a Thanksgiving game. My dog Dez, he showed his you-know-what out, but we lost that game and he was at the house, man. I just wanted to y'all just don't know. And my cousin, he like 3 times bigger than me too, but I won't give him them hands though. But RG3, man, he killed us. And they had that little kid, what's that guy name? I think it's Deshaun, whatever, Jackson. Oh my God. He used to kill us, man. Deshaun Jackson used to kill us all the time. Y'all remember those days? And that's why I used to hate the defense. Oh my God, man. Cried that day. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible Thanksgiving because we looked so clean, baby. Oh my goodness. We had the white helmets. Y'all remember those throwback jerseys? Come on, man. Dez Bryant, he had the visor on that game. Y'all remember that game? And Deshaun Hall, I think it was it Hall? What's Hall's name? Him and Hall got into it, and Dez wanted to punch him so bad in the face. Yeah, I forgot his name. What's his name? Hall? Was it Hall, the defensive back? They're going back and forth, man. Oh my goodness, D'Angelo Hall. Oh my goodness. And I was thinking like in real life, like, come on, Dez, you gonna kill that little dude, man. Y'all seen D'Angelo Hall, D Hall in real life? He's a little dude, man. Dez is like 6'2" over here, man. Like Dez is a monster over D Hall, but D Hall, they was winning because of the scheme. And they won the game ultimately because of that linebacker. It had nothing to do with D Hall, but he was getting all of the glory, all of the fame. I think I was sick to my stomach on that game. I'm gonna tell you the game that I was really sick to my stomach on. It was that game. I was really sick. The Minnesota Vikings game with Sensible, Brett Favre and company. I said, man, oh, they killed a Simeon. What's his name? Sidney Rice. Oh my God, that game. Y'all just don't know, man. It just so happened that I got cousins and they root for the Vikings. I got cousins everywhere. I'm like, damn, my family just too big. And they had that game on, and all I can hear is that game was devastating to me, man. That game hurt. Sidney Rice, oh my God, man. I can't watch that whole game without getting mad. Like to this day, I can't watch that whole Vikings game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Miss Scouting Pro, that was Romo's final game in Dallas. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. That 2015 Thanksgiving game, that was another game. That game there was like, I wanted to see a healthy Dez Bryant versus a Josh Norman. That game, people fail to realize, I wasn't doing YouTube then, but I wish I was doing YouTube then. Oh my goodness. Think about it. Tony Romo comes back. He had this crazy game in a monsoon, like a crazy game against Miami. I'm talking about a good game. We came back, we won. It was a game where it was a battle, it was a struggle of a struggle game. And we won, though. We won. It was an interception earlier in that game. But we ultimately came back to win in that game. It was in the rain. But Tony Romo looked like he was fighting for his life to go through his progressions, go through his reads. The ball didn't have any zip on it. But at that time, you couldn't tell Cowboy Nation that, hey, we okay, we all right. Because even, I think, Roe McClain, he had got an interception. He was coming along the way. He was cracking folks across the middle. And I was like, yeah, all we got to do is win this next one. And we in, baby. If we go on the winning spree, because then it was just some scrub teams after this Carolina Panthers game. And baby, I'm telling you, my dad came into town that weekend. He's a Packer fan, my biological father. And we sitting here watching the game on the big screen. Tony Romo get out there, the hype is there. They had those nice jerseys on. Y'all remember? Y'all remember the game? Oh my goodness, man. And we had the nice jerseys on, and it was the throwback grooves. Oh my, we lost that game. It was just like Luke Kuechly was just everywhere. Luke Kuechly balled out. I was fighting people because I was saying like Sean Lee is Luke Kuechly, Sean Lee, Luke Kuechly ain't that nice, he ain't that wet. Shit. Color Rush jerseys, yeah, that game, shoot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a Color Rush game. Romo threw the first pass. Yeah, he threw that pick, the first pass of the game. Yeah, and we stayed in there for a good little minute. Dez had a good touchdown. I think he caught a good pass on that deal. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Eric says James Harden is a Cowboys fan. Who knows? He might be. James Harden might be a Cowboys fan. Yeah, shout out to you, Eric. D'Angelo. Yeah. Rule, what's good with your fam? He says, yeah. That Broncos game, Manning. I wasn't, that game I wasn't really worried about that one. It was 2013. That was just a good game in general. I didn't think that we were going to go toe-to-toe with the Broncos that year anyway. That game didn't really mean nothing to me like that. It would have been nice on Tony Romo's resume. But I always had a feeling that like we were going to lose that one. But it was just shocking that we was in it. The other game that was devastating to me was the Green Bay Packers game. Not the 2014 one, but the 2016 one. That really got me because I just didn't think that we would play that bad or that poor. I mean, they was jumped up so quick on us, man, and we just threw out a lot of things that we were doing, like all that year out the window. We didn't do no reverse sweeps. There was a situation with the what's the guy name? Shoot, his name at the tip of my tongue. That was devastating though. That game was still devastating though. I mean, we was glorifying, Byram Jones and how he just leave that guy. Free release off the edge. He had a free, he lined him up inside and he cut all the way around the edge there. And I said, oh my God. Appreciate you, Ebony Lady. Hi everybody. I want Dak to leave because too many Cowboy fans don't appreciate his work. You win when he gone. Yeah. Lucky Whitehead. Yes. Lucky Whitehead. Oh my God. That was epic for not starting him in that game. I really appreciate you for the donations. Ebony Lady, man. Really do appreciate you. Oh, I really appreciate you, Ebony. But here's the situation with Lucky Whitehead. I know that he wasn't really like this X factor, but if you go back and watch the first time we played the Packers that year, he was that X factor. The Packers had a horrible suspect defense, right? And I think that they were so keen on getting to the point, and they was in threat of that reverse sweep, that when we took that out of our arsenal, it was like giving up 10 yards because we averaged 9.8 yards per reverse sweep that year. So I'm saying like that's our staple piece of the offense, jet sweep, just do it once or twice. Let's get the offense in rhythm. But when he was a healthy scratch, I said, oh my God. And then when I find out the backstory of how he got cut from the team, how he got really in the doghouse with the team, I said, oh, come on, it's over that? I said, come on. Y'all know the backstory of that, right? With Lucky Whitehead and all that stuff with Ezekiel Elliott. Y'all know the backstory, right? Do I have to go tell the backstory of it? Let me see if anybody know the backstory between Ezekiel Elliott and Lucky Whitehead. It had much more to do with that dog being missing. Let me know if y'all know that. Y'all don't know the backstory? I hope they don't come arrest me because I'm gonna drink this real quick. Yeah, it's bad. It's good. Yeah. Y'all know the backstory? I'm gonna tell y'all the quick backstory right quick. The lady that accused Ezekiel Elliott for domestic violence, DV, they lived in Ohio, and we played the Cleveland Browns that year. Well, that same lady, we call her Boppers where we from. And she was just a flat out bopper. So what she did was, to get back at Ezekiel Elliott, she did the ultimate of the ultimate. And this is no fake news, man. I ain't trying to lie to kick it to you guys. So she hit up a few players on the Cowboys team. One guy bit to the bait, Lucky Whitehead. Well, she hits up Lucky Whitehead and say, I'm at this hotel room, yada, yada, woo, woo. Lucky Whitehead said, cool. He gets up there and he smashed. The first thing that she does is she go run tell that to get back at Ezekiel. A woman scorned, boy, I'm telling you, Cowboy Nation, will cut two ways. As much as Ezekiel Elliott said, hey, he had no feelings towards her, but the problem was that Lucky Whitehead put his head inside, you see, and that's just what happened. It threw Ezekiel Elliott out all types of ways. For one, the craziest thing is that Ezekiel Elliott the following year had to get some games missing, due to suspension for that woman. And for two, the situation is with that woman is that she the one that cried that Ezekiel Elliott put his hands on her, which was never the case nor the scenario. But she then in return goes and smashed the homie. Now, bruh code would be like, Lucky Whitehead, come on, fam. You got to think better than that, man. She's a bopper. She's a jump off. You don't squeeze the homie, man. You can go homie's old ex piece or what have you. There's millions of girls out there that you can hang out and associate yourself with. But why would you do that, you know? Oh, I digress. The waters never was right with those two. The waters never settled right well with those two. And the logic thing that anybody would do in that type of situation would be who is more valuable to the team? Who is more acceptable to this team? A Lucky Whitehead or an Ezekiel Elliott? You know, Ezekiel Elliott. So that's the backstory of it. Lucky Whitehead didn't hit that knocked the old girl up. Now y'all can go check the facts. Y'all come back and post down below like, la, you lying. You know, you can do all you want, but that's the story that I got. That's the reason why Lucky Whitehead is not even on the Cowboys. And that's the real reason why he ain't on anybody else's team too. It's an unwritten rule. Same thing with my dog Terrence Williams. When he had that DUI situation, you don't tell the homie and say, hey, old boy's with me too. You don't do, that's just small principles to life. You take that L on the head, but you don't bring in somebody else. This team is an unwritten rule, Cowboy Nation. Unwritten rule. You just don't say, my dog, I know this is a whole different situation, but Terrence Williams was like, hey, you know, I forgot the name of the dog he threw on the bus, but he was like, hey, there was such and such with me. You know, it was his car, you know. Now you take the L and be like, dog, I got the DUI. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to go do my community service, or I'm going to do my little, you know, my little time, get my license suspended. I'm going to try to get my license back, go through the program. And I'm quite sure another team will pick them up, you know, by now. But everybody looking at Williams like, dog, you just threw your homeboy under the bus. So neither here nor there. That was a devastating loss for us, man, Cowboy Nation, because it was the Green Bay Packers for one. 2016, that was our year. I feel that was our year. Yeah. This is 10 times better than ESPN or NFL Network. Shout out to you, James. We appreciate you, man. Oh, my goodness. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Rue. Or is it Jess? Happy birthday to one of y'all. Whoever birthday it is, happy birthday. 2014, I just feel like even though we beat the Seattle Seahawks that year, and if we were to beat the Green Bay, we would have had to face the Seattle Seahawks again. It would have been hard for us to pull that off. But I think that we could have still made it to the dance. It's just that catch, no catch situation. But we still had time. We still had time on the clock for old Aaron Rodgers to drive that thing down the field again. And we left too much time. And remember, we were playing complimentary football at that time, right? Yeah, Kendall Wright. Ooh, Miss Scouting Pro, you are right on the money. Lord, that was Kendall Wright. He threw under the bus. Yeah, ooh, Miss Scouting Pro, you a scout for real, for real. Yes, indeed. It was Kendall Wright. They played together in Baylor or what have you. And that Terrence Williams, man, he get pulled over for the DUI. He leave the car, leave the scene of the accident, leave the scene of the crime and get on his electric scooter, drive halfway down the street. I think he's somewhere in Frisco or something like that. And you know how that is. They see the brother on an electric scooter, and they let him make it too. It's all on recordings. And he's sitting there saying, yeah, dog, it was Kendall Wright that was driving the car. I was like, come on, man. Don't throw your dog under the bus, fam. Just take the L. Like, yeah, he could have said, this is what he could have said. Now, for those kids that's out here that's listening, especially if you drive a Ferrari or whatever it was, a Lambo, if you have the wreck and you're under the DUI, stay there. Take it on the chin. Don't leave the scene of the crime. That's a felony. But there's some connections out here, reason why he did get the felony, but I ain't gonna go into details with that. But he got into his scooter, because it was in the back of the car or something like that. He drove, he left the scene. Appreciate you, Jonesy, man. Really appreciate you. You're listening to nothing but the best. Thank you for the $5 holla. Stay there till the police get there and try to go and catch it on the chin. But he drove off on his electric scooter, which is still an electric motorized automobile. I guess they can still count it as motorized function. And they hit him up with the DUI. But he was telling the officer, yeah, that was Kendall Wright that's driving the car. Even if it was your dog, Kendall Wright. My dog, as much as people will say, that wasn't the right thing to say, but it's the best thing to say. He was leaving out some clues to some people. In the NFL, you got to have your fall guy. That's what Chris Carter said. And you know, he got in trouble for saying it, but he was telling the truth. I'm gonna look at the comments right now when I say this. And guys, do not judge me when I say this. Do not look at me ill ways, because I know Mothers Against Drunk Drivers is heavily influenced because people lose their lives to drunk drivers. And I'm not saying that. But in the event, if you're drinking and you don't want the NFL to know, because they do have that courtesy drive-up point, if you have a fall guy, I'm gonna use Paul. I'm gonna use you for just only as an example. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Terrence will call you and say, Paul, I got caught up in a situation. I hit a pole. I'm drunk as all I'll get out. It's 3 o'clock. If you come get me right now, I will give you my next 2 game checks. Not a lot of money, but my 2 game checks is $50,000. That's $100,000, man. Just come get me, man. And just lay down right beside the car, man. I need you to come through on the clutch, man. I got $100,000 for you right now. Paul, you would assess the situation and say, you know what? All right, don't do this again though, fam. I'm on my way. Paul gets there. He Ubers, you know, T. William back to the house or what have you. Paul gets there and wait for the police to come. Police come, say, hey man, you wrecked this car really bad, Paul. Paul gonna be like, yeah, I did, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, man. Let me check you out. Let me go through the field sobriety test. Oh, you passed out. What happened? Oh man, it just that, man, something came in the road. I swerved. Okay, well, it seems like you have not been drinking, but we're just gonna get you to the hospital right quick, Paul. And we hope all is well. We're gonna get this towed away for you. And the whole time, Paul's sitting back for the next 2 weeks. I'm $100,000 large right now. My dog, T-Will, he done messed up. But I got you, T-Will. Because Paul gonna pass the DUI test, right? He ain't been drinking. He the fall guy. Oh my goodness. Paul, let me see what you said, man. Let me see what my dog Paul said. Paul says, say less. Send me the address and I'm on my way. See, Paul, I'm quite sure that there's about 100 other Pauls that would do the same thing for T-Will. But that's not PC though. Don't take that. Don't take that and run with it, Cowboy Nation. Don't allow these players to do that. Don't be the fall guy. I'm not telling people to be the fall guy, but be the fall guy. You know, oh, the first 48 is rising. These young men, if you know what I mean, yeah. We tune in to the first 48. Paul gets a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, but he doesn't know that Terrence Williams was drinking and driving. Terrence Williams hit a beanpole. Paul is trying to take the fall. The first 48. Do or die, ride or die. It ain't for everybody though. This is K. Jackson, yo. KMT, where do I apply to become one of these guys, fall guys? I don't know, man. I don't know. But Chris Carter was telling the truth, right? Chris Carter had to be telling the truth. I'm quite sure Chris Carter had him a fall guy. Want to know why I know the truth? Chris Carter started off where? He started off in Philadelphia. Chris Carter started off in Philadelphia, right? Chris Carter started his career off in Philadelphia. He had multiple situations. And Chris Carter, when he got released from Philadelphia, he went to Minnesota. I'm quite sure somebody told him that in Minnesota, hey, dog, we need you on the field, man. Anyway, you can find some fall guys. You're too important, man. You're too important right now to be missing out. You know good and well that ain't your wife. That's Ashaniqua, man. What you doing in the hotel with her? Don't worry, I'm gonna slide right on in. I'm gonna slide right on in. Just tell Ashaniqua I'm your third cousin, fam. I'm gonna be there. You can go on back home to your wife. True story, huh? I'm gonna tell her you were with me, baby. Oh my goodness, man. Let me quit talking to you guys like that, man. I don't want you guys to be crafting your thoughts about things and saying Law's a con artist over here, man. It's sad. Jessica says it's sad. Damn, Law, I thought he told you was only 20 more minutes. You ain't lying to me. How long I been? Oh, my coffee cold now. Yeah. You see what they have. See my whip out here. I don't see it on the side. It look like it over there. Yeah, Tyler said, bro, from Mississippi for sure. Yes, indeed. Sip City, baby. Feel weird, man. You got these little masks on and you belch. And you be like, man, where that smell come from? Oh, it's coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You've been live for 97 minutes. This mask is the truth, baby. Like, yeah, dog, it was you, dog. It was you. It was you. For nobody else. You don't want to get the mask on. Dirty Mike. Nah, this mask ain't helping nothing. So like, this mask ain't helping nothing, but it making other people feel good, you know. One of those type of situations. Making other people feel good, that's all it is. Sure, after a while, you talk to people, they be like this. All type of air getting in there. Just compliance. See, law is complying. That's all it is, complying. Yeah. Yup, just like, real talk, taxes, what is this, paying income taxes? It's not in the Constitution, but you gotta pay it, though. You gotta pay them taxes, though, fam. You gotta pay them taxes, not in the Constitution. But try not to go pay them. IRS be coming knocking on your door, be like, hey, we see that you didn't file your taxes. Therefore, you know, once the IRS come after you, it's over with. It's over with. The IRS come after you, man, there's no really getting around the IRS. Y'all notice that? There's no way you're getting around the IRS. I remember I owed the IRS because I didn't file my taxes right. And the lady was like, sir, either we gonna do cash, check, money order, or we're gonna take it out of your payments. It's just bottom line. Whichever way you want it. We the IRS, baby. I said, okay, how much I owe you then? There's no way of getting around IRS. They said, Lord, why you have glasses on and door shades on the inside? So you can't see my eyes, you know. Have you ever noticed, like when you're talking live stream, you're talking on a news feed, You don't want to just have your eyes like right there. You know, I'll be looking. It's too much work to be looking right at you. 'Cause I like to look off and stuff. Yeah, I don't want y'all to be like, hey, Lord, what you looking at? Somebody said, study shows that if you have beard, the mask doesn't do anything. Yeah. This beard is my power, though. I didn't have a flu or a cold or cough since I had this beard, though. Huh. Maybe beard power. So it shows that, you know, when you have beard power, you don't get small colds, flu, anxieties, and all that stuff. Can you imagine? About the nature of law, right? Let me just talk about the nature of law. My facial hair grows, right? My facial hair grows real quick. Before I like smooth face, I literally had to shave every single day. I'm the type of brother that would have 5 o'clock shadow. And I got tired of shaving. I just said, I'm just gonna let this thing grow out. And I think that this is where the man, the creator upstairs said, you know what? I want this man to have facial hair. And he keep cutting my design, you know? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna bend to the creator's will. I'm just gonna grow it out. I think this is what Moses was doing, right? This is what Jesus and all of the other people were doing. They said, forget it. This is what the creator wanted, right? I think this is what the creator intended my face to look like. When he designed it, he said, I want this guy to have hair growing all off of his face and all out of his nose. Man, I got hair everywhere. I'm a hairy dude, man. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine the lion in the jungle saying, you know what, I don't no longer want this mane. You know, I just want to cut it off to be formal. I want to look like the tiger, you know. No, that lion, he got that mane because this is what he intended to look like. Yeah. So when you see the lion and you see that big old mane, you know for sure he about that work action. You know, he ain't no fluff like that's a full grown one there. And to differentiate the lion from the man lion or the adult lion from the baby lion. See, the baby lion don't have a mane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Beard is the man version of makeup. I don't know, man. I get, here's the situation. Real talk. I grew my beard. When my wife first made me, I was smooth faced. I didn't have a beard. I had the goatee groove going. So when I grew my beard, she didn't like it. She hated it. Like when it was like a baby beard, she hated it. And you know, my hair grows so fast anyway. So I cut my beard. Then the wife was asking like, where is the beard? You know, where's the beard? Bring the beard back. So she low-key loves the beard. And she don't like the smooth face anymore. But my mom always loved the smooth face. Thank God I'm not a mama's boy. But when my mom see me, she be like, when you gonna shave? When you gonna shave? When you gonna give me back my baby? You know? I said, Mama, I got my wife now, you know. She loved the beard action. I love the beard action too. The beard action is good. But that's the backstory of the beards though, man. Nothing wrong with mama's boy. Oh shoot, trust me. I'm not a mama's boy, but my mama, I'll curl up under her and I'll make sure I'm there for her, you know. I'm just not the mama's boy. It's 4 of us, so 2 of us really not the mama's boy, but 2 of us are the mama's boy. You know, they really be all up under mama, you know. Yeah. But shout out to the mama boys though. I'm a mama's only son. Okay, that's a whole nother dynamics there, Rue. You the only son? See, my mom, a true story, my mom don't have no girls, right? So it's all boys. It's 4 of us, so you can only imagine. When football come on, it's football. Basketball come on, it's basketball. It's no trading spaces. It's no days of our lives. None of that stuff. We come in, we debo that TV. Because it's really 5 guys in the house, the husband and us 4. So, and then we from Mississippi, so we all don't like the same team. That's the craziest thing. Craziest thing. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Let me see if I can find that dude. How much longer now? As long as 20 minutes of life. Howard Floyd. I get the law on you. Appreciate you, man. Let me see if I can talk to this guy right quick. If he's still out there. They probably walking around like this is the last living guy with a selfie stick. Really appreciate you, Harold, man. Howard Floyd, really appreciate you. How you doing? Yeah. Let me see if I can stare him long enough he can catch me. He checking on me. What's good, man?
Yeah, it should actually be coming up right now. He's
Coming
on the
right
line
now?
right now when you check.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I got all the whips. Y'all must put it through a little car wash out here too, huh?
The car is over there.
Okay. All right. You finna go check to see where it's at. Yeah, wait. They didn't put them all, put a little juice on them all out here in the back. Ain't bad. I like this version right here. Thank you for tuning in to the Low Nation Film. BMW gang. Yeah. What that dude said on Fast and the Furious. Want me a 10-second car. You know, all this stuff can grow. Uh-huh. Look at that. I like these though. They ride so good, man. I don't think I ever gonna switch from a BMW. I don't think I ever gonna switch from them. They're reliable too. They're good on the road, especially driving from Texas to Mississippi. Get on 20. Oh my God, it just rides so good, man. You're a Honda. Yeah, my first car was a 95 Honda Civic. Shout out to you. Yeah, it was a 95 Honda Civic, man, and I rode that thing. You know, the moon is about 281,000 miles from here. I rode all of those miles, man. Good.
Should be good.
All right. All right. Yeah, dog. He said I'm good. Law, you should do a meet and greet tour. Yeah, man. You know, when the world right, man. You know, I just got to be safe out here in these streets, man, and these Dallas streets out here. I talk to somebody, I'll be like, yeah, dog. Let me extend the arm. I'll be like, yeah, dog. Yeah, appreciate you, man. God bless. I'll be moving like this. Doing my back pedal drills, man. I'll be doing my back pedal drills like, yeah, dog, yeah. Because I got my little one is 4 months old, and I got a little 3-year-old. So I'll be trying to be backpedaling from people, man. But I feel you though, I would love to do a meet and greet, man. Howard Floyd says, man, appreciate you, man. Oh my goodness, man. I love those BMWs. Ooh, let me show you this one though. Ooh wee. Dog, when I really blow up on YouTube, dog, I'm gonna get one of these. That's when the kids no longer had the car seats, though. You know what I'm saying? Ooh wee. Oh my God. This is a 10-second car. It's fresh. That's one of the employees' cars here because I see the little decal there. Look at that. Yeah. Let me see if you said it's an I-8. Let's see if you're right. Oh yeah, you know your cars. I ain't gonna show the man license plate. I don't want y'all be knocking at the man door. To my what's good. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was fresh right there. That'll probably be my next car, right? Yeah. Jeez. That's that matte black on there. I don't like the matte black like that. See how it kind of got like its abbreviations in there? No. I don't like that one. I like that smooth gloss finish if I ever get anything. I don't like the double doors on this one, but I will. You ready?
It just got up to the wash. You want to skip the wash or you want it to get washed?
Oh, you can wash it.
All right, so they just dropped it off over, so it's going to take them about 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, to wash it?
Yeah.
What time it is?
It's 1:30.
I'm gonna have to get it now. I gotta go somewhere too.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
remembering.
yeah. I gotta go somewhere too.
I'll be right back.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna meet you back inside.
All right.
Yeah. I love that blue, man. That'll be a Cowboys blue for me. Man, another $20 holler, man. Really appreciate you so much, man. Who is this, man? I gotta give a shout out to you, man. The Law Mobile to me. Yeah, Howard Floyd, man. Appreciate you, fam, man. Really do, man. Really do, man. Oh my goodness, man. That blue is nice, though. I almost fell when dude came and talked to me. But look, I used my little skill. I kind of still had the phone up. Y'all should have seen me, man. Y'all like this dude on the phone over here about to fall. So he gonna do the paperwork. I told him don't walk the car. It's gonna be another 15 minutes. I got an appointment at 2 o'clock. It is in Arlington though, so yeah. Believe it or not, it's for an eye. It's an eye appointment. So I got an eye appointment. That's why I keep my eyes and everything safe. You know what I mean? I strain my eyes. I stay at the computer too long, doing all of the film breakdowns. So I'm on a consult for LASIK surgery. Have you guys ever had LASIK surgery? Let me know. There's going to be a consult for that. That's where I got to go next. This is like a reality show for real, like Law Nation, LASIK surgery. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about to do now. See, there I go. No, that ain't me. That's a Cadillac though. That Cadillac clean though. Let's see. Come on, QBO. No, that ain't rich people problem. No way. No, it ain't rich people's problem. I'm just thinking that they're trying to properly plan ahead so that law can be around here good, man. So I don't want to have them bifocals, you know. You ever seen, yeah, if you go inside, have you ever seen Bad Boys? And they had the first one with John Sally on there. You had them bifocals. And he's like, man, you want the tickets to the Lakers game? He already watched it? Uh-huh.
About 2-3 minutes.
All right, finna squeeze off now, man. Hey, Cowboy Nation, really appreciate everybody for following and watching. I just got to do the paperwork, get on out of here. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. Continue to grind to shine, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate everybody who hit that like button. I made it beyond 100 likes. I really appreciate you guys for motivating and demonstrating and sharing all of this stuff. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. Foots, Mark, Law, Okoye, Vosh, Cuvio 88. Let's go. Let's keep it straight. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let me see that Cowboys. Y'all see Cowboys? Cowboys all day. Peace. If I can find that off button on here. There we go. Salute. Oh, and remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Yeah.